Hey everybody, welcome to Monday. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. It was really beautiful out, and I hope you went outside and took a deep breath and got ready to start the week. I'm out today, so here's your lesson for Monday, November 9th. So we are in week 2 of our creative writing unit on memoir. If we were in class together, I'd be asking you if you could only charge your phone for once a week or not have a camera on your phone. I think I'd say only charge my phone for a week. Okay, so today we're going to talk about what perspective is, and the activity that we're going to do to talk about perspective is a picture is 1,000 words. You can also see that assignment in Schoology. And then we're going to talk about the memoir assessment so that you have an idea of what's coming up at the end of the unit. Helps you prepare. And 6 and 7, chapters 6 and 7 are what you are responsible for today. Okay, so our mini lesson for today is on perspective. Readers experience the events in a memoir and the feelings of characters through novels through their own perspective. As you can probably already see in what you've read in Color of Water so far, everything from James' perspective kind of looks one way, and everything from Ruth's perspective kind of looks another way. This is the lens that they are telling their story about their life to us. This is how they observe characters, events, happenings, how they feel their feelings. All of that is perspective, okay? So you're going to do a little lesson on perspective, okay? You're going to choose one person from an image I'm going to show you. You will see that there are 5 labeled people, each with a different number. You just need to choose one of the 5 people. Do not write a paragraph on all 5. You write a paragraph about one person. You're going to write one paragraph, 5 to 7 sentences, as your character. So when you pick the person, you are then going to become that person and write the paragraph as if it was them speaking or thinking it, okay? Here's the picture. So you can choose person 1, person 2, person 3, person 4, person 5. They are all squished together on a subway in New York together. If you choose person 5, for example, you become that person and speak as though that person was speaking or thinking. You're going to look at that person and observe facial expressions, what they're doing with their hands, what you perceive that they are thinking about, okay? Oops, excuse me. And this is where that's going to go. It's called A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words in Schoology. It is assignment due before next class. I want you to think about, what are they doing there? Where are they going? What are they thinking about? What's happening in their life right now that they could be pondering as they're on the subway? What are they worried about? What are they excited about? What are they daydreaming about? So again, you will pick one of these people, 1 through 5, and you will write about them in this paragraph below, and you will turn that into me. The goal of this is to get you thinking about perspective. What lens would number 2 see the world through? Okay? Based on your observations of them. Okay, so you would have gotten 20 minutes to do this if we were together, but we're not. That's okay. Okay. So now you've completed your A Picture's Worth 1,000 Words assignment. Let's talk about the Creative Memoir Summative Assessment. I want you to open your Creative Writing Digital Notebook to slides 7 and 8 while I talk about this. Voila. So the summative assessment is going to be your writing of a memoir, a memory from your life. Okay, here's some characteristics of a good memoir. They look at the past and they make sense of it. You're going to take a moment in your life and tell us what the lesson was from that moment. Okay, memoir writers figure out who they are, who they have become, and what it means to them and to the lives of others. A memoir puts the events of a life in perspective for the writer and for those who read it. It is a way to explain to others the events of our lives, our choices, perspectives, decisions, responses. So that's what we're looking for in the moment that you choose to share with us in your memoir. It can't just be like, your first trip to Disneyland or something, or Disney World. It needs to be something a little bit more significant than that, so that there's a lesson to it, even if it doesn't seem monumental. Maybe it's the first day you rode your bike without training wheels, but you learned how to persevere. That's an excellent example of a memoir. The great thing about a memoir is that it can be about pretty much anything, but that's also the bad thing as well. Try to think about a significant event in your life, a good time, a bad time, an experience you had growing up. It could also include a family vacation, a particular game or concert, or even a playground memory in elementary school. Memoirs call for a good story, for problems, themes, humor, and detail. The writer edits his or her life for the reader and reflects on the lessons learned. So whatever it is, make sure that you have a lesson. Okay, so the requirements are, it's not going to be 3 to 5 pages. Let me fix that right now. That was non-pandemic years. 1 to 2 pages, double spaced, properly MLA formatted, a creative, catchy, and original title, an exciting beginning that draws the reader in. We'll talk about how to do that. It's got to be written in the first person. I know. I just told you for your A, B, C, D, E paragraphs that you never write in first person. Don't ever do it for Miss Anton. This is the one time I lie in the whole year. Okay? You can use I. You have to use I in a memoir. The rest of everything you won't use I, though. Vivid detail, lots of imagery. Dialogue, and we'll talk about how to use dialogue. You either explicitly or implicitly, meaning you need to come out and say it, or it needs to be hinted at. A reflection that sort of tells us the memory and why it's significant. By the end of your memoir, the message or the so what should be clear. We should know why this moment in your life was important to you, okay? Of course, you will not remember every detail or conversation exactly as it happened. As a memoirist, you are allowed to recreate the scene as best you can remember, filling in the smaller details. Try to capture the feeling of that moment by showing readers, not telling them what to feel. Don't worry about having everything historically accurate. Remember, we talked about autobiographies are fact-checked. Memoirs are not. Memoirs, you can embellish. You can use hyperbole. You can use vivid detail to make the storm that you are experiencing, like the thunderstorm, way more catastrophic, just for the sake of good reading. Like that's a part of memoir, okay? So you will also see in your Schoology folder the memoir summative, again, with the requirements, with the correct amount of pages here. So this is just a one sheet page of your summative, and then I also included it on slide 7 and 8 in your digital notebook just so that you would have it. So now you have it in 2 different ways, and it's always accessible to you, okay? Okay. We would have taken a 5-minute break. I picked an Outkast song. How awesome was that? Especially, with Atlanta, Georgia natives after this past weekend. But anyway, we'll play Outkast on a day that I'm in class. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now what I need you to do is I need you to read chapter 6, the New Testament, and I need you to read chapter 7, Sam. And you have in your close reading digital notebook, you have these questions that I think you can only do 1 and 2. And then once you do 9 for homework is when you'll be able to answer question 9. So you're reading 7, 8, and 9. Okay, between now and the time I see you on Thursday. On Thursday, we'll take some time to go over and talk about the questions that you've already answered, just to make sure that everybody's on the same page with the novel. We would have done that today if we were in person, okay? So you are thinking about perspective and doing the A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words assignment in the Schoology folder. You're looking over memoir and thinking about what you could possibly write about, because we will be brainstorming on that very soon. And then you are doing some reading and answering the questions in your close reading digital notebook. Wednesday's assignment, if you're behind on the reading, you have the choice to do your choice reading, or you can catch up on Color of Water. Okay. There's also a journal prompt, but I won't be requiring you to read your choice reading on Wednesday. If you need to use that time to catch up on Color of Water instead, you can do that. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. Otherwise, I'll see you on Thursday, and I hope you have a terrific Monday. Bye, guys.